everybody. Welcome to 3-Ply Podcast, episode 48. I'm Angie.
I'm Irene.
And we are short Joyce because she's on vacation.
Yay!
Yay! Wish we were all on vacation. Okay.
I was tempted actually to move the table and all of our equipment outside because I thought, well, if she's on vacation, why the hell aren't we on vacation?
She was going to make me wear this hat outside.
It's hot out there, so no, we're not going to do that. Let's just get this over with and we can move on with life and take advantage of the nice weather.
All right, so we're going to start off with our administrative portion, and that is Irene's job.
All right, but you'll help me because
I will.
I want to start by saying that Stitches Midwest is coming up.
Yay!
A couple weeks to go, and that we will be attending, all three of us, on Friday, August 2nd. For sure that day and maybe Saturday. I'm not sure how we're going to handle our little, goings and comings and goings.
Yeah, we live pretty
will
close.
have,
So.
Yeah, and we're going to have company, and Meg from Wool and Cookies will be here. We're wanting to invite Rachel again, and but we don't want to podcast with all of us. I think that just interferes with the partying. Yeah. So we'll do that, and I think we've mentioned how we approach going to an event like that. I think you've kind of pointed out that we take the pamphlet, we go
get
through
the map. We go through the whole store. We go through the whole store. It's like one
it's
big
a big store.
So we go through the entire
exhibit.
We start on one aisle by aisle, and then if we see something we really like, we mark it on the map, on the little map, and we put down what it was or whatever, and we keep going. And we try not to shop until we're completely finished. And then we go back to the ones and we go, did I really want this that I saw here? Did I really want this?
And if my feeling is if it is gone at that point when we make round 2, then it wasn't meant to be mine. Simple as that. I'm not going to have regrets.
We do have this little thing where it's like, okay, if you absolutely know you're not going to be able to live without it. You know what I mean?
I think we can live without stuff, but sometimes. Yeah, we need therapy for that. But
I think this year everybody's always like, oh, you should get like a plan and what you're looking for and I think this year my plan is that I want a knitting bag.
Oh, that's what you're going to be after.
So I'm going to be after like is it a Tente? A Tente knitting bag, one of those really
bags.
nice bags.
Yes.
I think I'm going to buy one of those this year. I think that's going to be
That will be your purchase. I have no plan. And I told myself last time, why do I go to, that's probably why I have trouble shopping in a place like that, because I have no plan. Right. If I found like some pattern and maybe go hunt for the yarn for that, but I don't know. It's not that I feel disorganized. I guess sometimes I need to see a sample maybe. Yeah. And then that would strike my...
Or for me, like I have so much yarn. I mean, I really do. I have so much yarn. And I prefer to shop local for my yarn, just because...
Which is probably the right thing to do as well, truly.
These shows, they're fabulous, and you get to see and buy things you can't see and buy anywhere else. And when that comes along, go for it. But if I'm going to buy something that I know I can get at my local shop, I'd rather spend the money there only because those mom and pop shops are disappearing.
It's alarming.
Yeah, I mean, knit shops are going...
I watch quite a few podcasts, and inevitably you'll hear something like, oh, well, I got this. Oh, they're no longer in business. It's like, oh my God, yeah.
And so, if it's a yarn I can get at my local yarn shop, I will buy it.
Correct,
there.
yes.
If it's something I can't get, like some special little knick-knack or whatever, then I buy it there.
It's unique, yes.
And then, like one year I made myself I said, I'm only going to buy patterns. I will not buy yarn. I will only buy patterns. The only problem with that is a lot of the vendors there, you have to buy the yarn to get the pattern.
Oh.
So that's kind of...
Well, and I get it from their point of view. If they hauled all of this,
But if it's yarn that I can buy, like I said, at my local yarn shop where I can support local, because she's going to be there in 3 weeks when I want to buy something, and...
True.
The vending place is going to be gone.
I can't even imagine if our local yarn store went away. Elgin Knitworks, my God, it has history for us. That's where we met.
We've got some
and the
friends
people, oh
there.
my God, the community spirit. I've often wondered about that too. as far as meeting other knitters and what that provides for us, I think it's the same as people will say they go to a certain church or they have membership in a certain club. Why? Because that idea of networking and connection, it just makes your heart sing.
Yeah, and that we all have that in connection, that we all have that, the fiber, but we become, it becomes kind of a little second family kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I know if I need something, I can call one of my knitting friends, and they're there. I mean, knitters are just good people. So,
right, and I think that's a good thing.
Or even with the podcasting, we've met so many
people. Oh my
people.
God.
I mean, like you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or I'll be walking somewhere and they'll be like, hey, aren't you Angie from 3 Ply Podcast? And I'm like, maybe.
Well, listen, and I've passed out business cards, like in a setting where you're going into a shop on vacation, whatever. They look.
Who is
that?
Is that like you? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. That's the point of why I'm giving you the business card.
No, I just randomly hand out other people's business cards. That might be fun. Why don't we just go pick up, are they dropping those business cards for a free lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go grab a handful fucking.
Yeah. Good idea. Oh, Angie.
You're George from, heating and air conditioning.
Maybe
yes,
we could.
I am.
Yeah. Maybe we could get a free.
I used to be George.
It's so funny. But maybe we could get a free lunch.
Yeah.
You never know.
Just dump them in the free lunch, put 6 pounds of them in the free lunch thing.
Yeah, the cost of the business cards was what, $25. We'll put all of them in there and get a $10 lunch. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh man.
Stupid nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? It makes you laugh.
Yes, it does. It does. It does. So. Okay, so I guess the other thing. All right, Joyce has traveling to do. Why don't we talk about your impending surgery?
Yes. So, as you all know, or as you've seen, I'm not wearing my brace today. You see, I'm being bad. I have been diagnosed with something called basal thumb arthritis, which basically my bones in the lower part of my thumb down here that have been agonizingly killing me are rubbing on each other. And it is extremely painful. So I went to therapy. Therapy didn't help. I had 2 cortisone shots. Ouch! Those didn't help. Not even one of them lasted a day. The other one didn't do anything. So my last option, I went to the doctor last week, and my last option is to have surgery. Unfortunately, this surgery is kind of debilitating. It's gonna take a full year for me to get use of my thumb back. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna remove a bone out of my thumb, out of this part of my hand right here. They're gonna take a tendon that's hardly used in my wrist area and figure eight it between there to become the new bone. And I will have to relearn to use my thumb. Luckily for me, I'm right-handed and it's my left hand, so that should help. But I will have no use of my thumb for the first 3 months at all, which means no knitting and no crocheting.
I know that sounds awful to you, but I think that time goes by quickly. Angie will be in good form soon. Yeah. And we'll have this behind. You cannot be living life with pain.
Right, and it is excruciating. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I just live with it because it hurts all the time, so
and I think I've noticed when you attempt to knit or crochet, you get some kind of zingers going there.
Yeah, once in a while I'll get one that really sends me through the ceiling. I should be able to, the doctor said I can try to knit because I knit continental and I use my right hand more than my left and really just use this finger. I might be able to knit sooner than we think. It's the pinching motion that's going to be the problem. Yeah. So if you'll bear with me, I will still come to podcasting. I will still show my ugly mug.
Oh!
So, fat and sassy as ever, we'll be sitting right here. But I may not have anything to show. So, unless I just go shopping, which is something I'm really good at, then you may start seeing all of my purchases. You never know. TJ Maxx, my favorite store. You never know what I'm going to be coming in. So anyway, so I just wanted to fill you in so you don't go, hey.
We just need her winning personality on the show, that's all.
Mm-hmm. They're going to get that shit out of here. So, yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. So I will be out of, realistically, probably till Christmas. So,
Yeah.
with no knitting. But we'll see. If I
Joyce
can,
and I will provide the knitting.
they're going to have to knit extra, which
Yeah.
means she's going to be knitting socks in her sleep. Joyce will be making
Oh my
one
gosh.
skein sweaters overnight.
Yeah,
Because
we'll do
you know,
the best we can, and we
so-
will carry on because that is what we do.
And like I said, I'll be here unless you guys just don't want to see my mug.
No. We have to have you here.
I
You're
will
the
be
life of
here.
the party. Yeah.
I'll be here. I may be
Maybe on opioids.
Maybe on opioids.
Yeah, hopefully.
Someone will have to drive me
Oh my
out.
gosh.
But yes, it could be more fun though.
Yeah.
Maybe it
No,
should.
we don't want to get you hooked
Yeah.
on it. It can be a bad
Yeah, that
thing.
could be bad.
There's some bad stories with that.
But yeah, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Unfortunately, I'm going under the knife. But he assures me he's done a million of these and that I will be happy I did it. So
Okay, I think so too. I think he's right.
my friend Sherry had it done, and she is now 6 months later, full use of her thumb, feels really good.
And she is knitting up a storm.
I'm knitting up a storm
So.
on tiny needles.
Yeah.
So Sherry, I got you. If you can do it, I can do it.
And it's
So,
nice to have had somebody's experience.
Right.
She told you exactly how things went,
Yeah.
and you can look at that and kind of know that it'll be okay.
Right, and she's right-handed,
Yeah, that had to be awful.
and
Yeah.
had to have her right hand done. I happen to be right-handed, and it's my left hand that is getting the surgery. So, you know, my big deal is like I can't wear nail polish when I go to surgery, or makeup, or my contacts. What the hell? Come in as ugly as you can possibly get, and we'll cut your hand
They
open.
are not going to be looking at your face. They should be looking at your hand.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully they don't.
All right, this is a good
accidentally cut it
thing.
off. All right,
Woo!
so
Okay.
we're gonna move on. I digress. All right, we're
All
moving
right.
on to what are you wearing?
Well, take a look. This was the first sweater that I knit.
And it's darling.
So what do we have here? This was called Short Sands. This
I like
pattern
that.
came from Classic Elite Yarns, but the designer is Susan Mills Knits. And there are two versions. The short sands is this one, and the long pullover is the long sleeve pattern.
Super cute.
And both have this kind of a lace section here. And it was easy. It was one of the first, I don't know, maybe it was like the fourth or fifth thing that I made. It was made using Classic Elite Sprout, 100% organic cotton, and it's a bulky weight, so it goes real fast.
And if you've seen
And
the shirt, it's a
it's,
little bumpy. It's awesome.
Yeah, top
Awesome.
down. Yeah, it's easy, and it's really nice for like a summer sweater.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you sometimes need that little sweater that's not.
Yeah, and just the night. Oh, and it was fun picking out a button
Oh,
for it.
yeah.
It's like a loop thing that, buttons. And it's kind of, I think it's also slimming. I know it's
Yeah.
bulky weight, but I don't feel like
It is.
obese in
It
it or
is
anything.
slimming.
It's
It's
right.
right.
Yeah.
I have a collection of vintage buttons. That would be cool to pick a
Oh.
button for. Yeah.
From the flea market. You like
My
buttons?
flea market
Woo!
buttons.
So that's my
Very
story on what I'm wearing.
And it's super cute.
Thank
I
you.
might even do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I am wearing this darling hat made by Irene! And
This is called the Cable Cashmere Hat. It's not with cashmere though. The yarn that I used, I don't know what I did with the hat. Oh, there it is, right there. So Cable Cashmere Hat, and that is by Lisa Hoffman. The yarn is the Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmerino. So it has a tiny bit of cashmere in there.
It's super soft.
And the color is Mouse, number 340309. And the content of the yarn is 55% wool, 33% acrylic, and 12% cashmere. So it gives a very light, soft feel to it. I think there's a lot of patterns. I know Joyce has made baby gifts out of it.
Yeah.
Was it that sweater or something?
Yeah, I think she did a baby sweater out of it.
So, yeah, it's great yarn. And the pom-pom is the removable pom-pom with a magnetic snap. And it's from Etsy. We showed that on the last podcast from Trappings and Trinkets, Nicole. So it comes off. I included the little magnet at the top. So if I would wash the hat, I could remove the the pom-pom, throw it in the wash, and then it's all set to go again.
Yeah. So it's super
Love
cool.
it. And I do love that shop with the pom-poms. She's such a nice gal.
She's very sweet.
So thanks for wearing that, Angie.
No, thank you.
Appreciate
Now for
it.
letting my hair out
Yeah.
so I can like breathe.
Yeah. Well, all right.
It's awesome. It's really cute. It's very warm. All right, so we're gonna move on to what did you finish? Or that's what we just did.
Yeah.
That's what we just did. So I didn't finish anything. I have a few things going. But let's go on to No Bare Feet, and Irene can show because she's.
I do have a pair of socks to show you. And rather than do just the regular vanilla socks that I'm tempted to always do, I thought I'm gonna up my game, and this is a patterned sock, Chili Pepper Socks by Rebecca Wilder. Free pattern on Ravelry.
Super cute heel.
I put in the cuff and heel using stitched together studio yarn in the color blue suede shoes. So I used up all of my blue now. And the leg is Plymouth Happy Feet 100 Splash in the colorway Blueberry. And the foot is Knitted Wit in the colorway, the one we can't pronounce, Prendre Le Coeur. And I will write that down there. And we'll have notes on Ravelry in our group. So yeah, this was a nice knit. Oh, I did the umbrella toe, which I love to do.
That's cute.
And yes, I think there's a place for patterned socks. It's just makes something a little more unusual rather than the going round and round, although I do like going round and round and not having to think.
Yeah.
That's just, sometimes I need that.
Yes, I think that kind of makes it a little,
Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you? I finished something else. Oh, dang. Gotta show it to you. The Weekender. Because why not? In July?
Why not wear a full
Oh,
sweater?
yes. Here it is. Everybody's made it. I'm making it too. So
Cute.
finally done. I used the Barocco Ultra Alpaca in colorway 62172. And let's see. I started with, this was like, it was going wrong. I started with a size 9 needle, and then I finally, after a few, I could tell that it was growing and growing, so the real needle size that I needed to use was a 7, and with the 7, it tightened up everything so it doesn't look too like wide. I don't like the idea of the 10-inch ease that it has.
Yeah.
And I thought I'm not going there, but this is a perfect fit.
It does look
and
cute better,
one of these days, maybe in the fall or winter, I'll wear it as, what am I
Or
wearing?
tomorrow
Yeah,
when
or-
it snows.
Bad 4-letter word.
I
Don't
know.
like that.
Me either.
But I'm kind of glad that I'm done with it. It wasn't that difficult to do. I think even a beginner knitter could do it with maybe a little help.
And Joyce made that too.
Well, that's what got me going.
Yeah.
I thought, dang, I like that. Well, and what doesn't look good on Joyce? So.
One ball sweater knitter.
And then I wasn't sure, well, how's this going to look on me? Because
Right.
I'm not Joyce, and
But
you know,
it's
not so
darling
bad.
on her.
Yeah, and it takes care of covering up the 3 B's: boobs, butt, and belly.
We
And
all
nobody
have
has
them.
to know what's going on under there.
That's right.
It's a mystery.
Nobody wants
Yeah.
to know what's going on.
No. So it's good.
Yeah,
I like
super
it.
cute. I like it.
I'm glad I remembered to show it.
I am too. And I like how it's kind of like reversed, so it has like the pearl bumps on the
This
outside.
Andrea Mowry likes that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do knit it. You don't have to purl it. You knit it from the inside out. So I was knitting the whole thing, and
The whole
then
thing.
but the right side is really the purl
And
side.
then when you do the sleeves actually have the knit side on the outside.
Yeah,
So-
and this one, yes.
Yeah, so it's a pearl.
Yeah.
It's a pearl body and a knit sleeve, but you can probably do it either way you want it. But that's
I
so
did
cute.
learn something too, that I should have gone up a needle size when doing the sleeve in the round, at least with my gauge. Because I tightened up so much that I thought, oh, that was maybe another, like maybe something I didn't really like. I can live with it though, it's not
Did you
general.
use double pointed needles on
No,
the
I
sleeves?
didn't.
You didn't.
And maybe that,
Did you
well,
use?
either way, I used a 12-inch.
Okay.
And then when I really got to the bottom 9-inch.
Okay. I love those
yeah.
little small needles for doing sleeves. They're
Yeah. But I have to say too, and I don't know if it is the continental knitter in me, the in the round with the 9-inch kind of almost hurt.
yeah.
You know, there's a technique to it, I think, but it was so tiny that it was
Almost
bothersome.
too much.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, when you're just down to the end with just a few,
It's just a few
it's
for
not
coffee, you
it's
gotta
not
go through
awful.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I could do it, so that's done.
Very cool. I love it.
Check.
Check. All right, so we're moving on to what are you knitting? And you are knitting.
I've got another sweater.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
So I'm actually crocheting. Everything I have here today is crocheting, and I'm like trying to do a bunch of stuff that I can work on a little bit, put down, work on a little bit, pick up something else, work on a little bit that I don't have to really think about,
Yeah.
because having to stop so much with my pain is a problem. So this is a yarn from Betsy. Betsy had this on her little clearance rack. It's her hand-dyed yarn, and it's just a granny square baby blanket. I'm just gonna knit till it runs out, and it's green. My grandson loves dinosaurs. It's the color of dinosaurs, so that'll go for him. So I'm working on that. And then this little thing,
This I love.
one of the girls at the shop was saying how she had picked up this lace, and I don't have the card with me. I'll have to look it up. It's not lace, it's ribbon. It's just a ribbon yarn, and she was crocheting it with a cotton and she wanted to make a baby blanket. And so I went home and started futzing around, and I found a little pattern online that I'm not really following the pattern, I'm just kind of using it as a recipe, but it's called Multicolored Circles Pattern by Marina, and her name is like Marina Sojanikara. It's all made into, it's like maybe her first name and her last name
Together.
yeah. But Marina. And multicolored circle pattern, it is crocheted. So I'm just kind of winging it.
That is so pretty.
And so what I did is I put that ribbon with Plymouth, and I love this yarn. It crochets like nobody's business.
It really looks like a rose garden to me.
So
Seriously.
I have
that's
this
so cute.
sage colored dress, and I'm gonna put this, of course when I weave in all the ends, this is gonna kind of just go with that sage colored dress. Just to
Very
kind of
pretty.
put a little
Very
bit.
pretty.
I
Love
really like
it.
this. I like to crochet, although knitting is, faster and uses less yarn. There's
So
some
we've had
things.
viewers that have said that I only crochet, so if you could show more crochet on there, so you're...
And I do. I
Very
crochet. I always try to have a little something going in crochet. And Betsy had asked me to make this for the shop, so this I'm working on too. This is
Belgian
called,
Knitworks.
see if I can find it in English. So it's Spanish.
Oh, that's that Katja.
Yeah, it's Katya. So it's that little wrap right there. So I have this
Oh, is that pretty?
blue cotton, and it's got silver in it. I don't know if you can see the
Oh,
silver.
very stylish.
And I know some people are into yarn socks. I'm into using my wine thing. So like drink a little wine. When you're finished with the wine, you use it to hold your yarn. And slippery yarn like this cotton needs something like that. So yeah, so there's my wine holder.
Okay, that's called recycling.
Recycling, and I love it. So
That's
every
good.
time I go in and get a bottle of wine, I'm good. Could you put 2 on there? It's like looks at me weird, and I'm like, yeah, sometimes I break my bottles. So that way he doesn't know that I'm actually using it for.
Multi-purpose, I
Yeah,
like that.
so it's going to be this little crochet wrap, and it's blue with the silver
It's
in it.
beautiful.
I like it a
Almost
lot.
looks like seashells or something.
Yeah, I
It's
think I
cute.
have the yarn right here. Actually,
Yeah, what yarn is it? You got?
It is. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Concept Versailles.
Versailles, yeah.
Versailles? Concept Versailles.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, what's
It's
in
like,
there?
let's see. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
She has it in another color. It's Katya, and its colorway is 90.
Wow, nice.
It's Visca.
Viscose, oh yeah. That stuff's really nice because I think it has a little sheen to it or something.
Mhm.
It's just kind of...
It's 97% viscose, 2% polyester, and 1% pomade.
whatever that means. Okay.
And it's 109 yards. And it
Well, I
took
wonder if that
3 of them.
silver is that.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really, it's real soft,
Oh,
soft,
I
soft,
like
soft.
that. Oh.
So I'm whipping that up for the shop sample, and then.
Oh, it's really nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah.
So-
Very nice. Very nice.
She has the pattern and the yarn at the shop, so if you're interested, just so you know, that's that.
Very good.
And that is all the things I'm knitting at the moment.
Oh, I guess I have to
Which
show
is not
you.
knitting, it's
Yeah.
crocheting.
Okay. I've got knitting because I don't crochet. Although one of these days I'd like to learn a little something something because that would be cute.
Oh yeah.
I am moving on with the Andrea Mowry, and I am making the Comfort Fade Cardi that a million people have made, and I'm of course late to the party, but that's okay.
Late is fine.
But I'm almost done. So I've got one sleeve done.
That's
and
so
I'm
pretty.
doing the other one, but that I am knitting the sleeve, so I'm doing it from the inside. So I get to knit round and round and round, and then and it really is the purl side that is the right side of the project. So after I finish the sleeve, then I do have to make a shawl collar that will go around this thing. But the color I think is gorgeous. And I want to mention that during Yarn Crawl Week, Elgin Knitworks has, just a lot of different things and new items that come in. They had from Stitch Together Studio kits that were meant specifically for making the Comfort Fade Cardi, and I bought it, and I'm not sure why it took me this long to get rolling on it, but I feel like as long as I can complete it before the next Yarn Crawl Week, I'll feel like accomplished and that I didn't let something sit in a bag and not use it. So I'm looking forward to actually wearing it this winter, and
I haven't started, but I'm only up to about here in the color. I'm not ready to change color yet, but
Was it a kit or what? Oh
no,
you picked out
I picked all my colors.
They were beautiful.
Like a butter yellow.
I remember
some
that,
rainbow,
yes.
I think a anniversario, some colors like that. But
And as much as it made me feel bad that I'm like the millionth and one person making it now, it's okay, because I do believe that this style doesn't go out of style, and so what that everybody made it already. I don't care.
Yeah.
I bought it with that intention, I want it, and I will get it.
Speaking of not caring how long and so, I thought it was kind of neat. I was looking at my Ravelry the other day. I have 6,800 favorites that I've like.
That is insane.
That I've hearted over.
That is insane.
Over the years since I've been on there, when they originally started, back when you had to be invited, all that. So I started looking. I looked back at the very first thing I ever hearted, and it was a coffee cup holder.
Okay.
To go over a coffee cup made out of Noro.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I should go back through here and remove things I'll never make and like.
Oh, cause you can't unlike.
Yeah, you
remove.
can remove them.
Okay.
But I should remove things I'll never make, and I should go in there and actually start making some of these things that I picked.
Well, if you don't
that was
remember,
one.
I think that if you don't recall, if all you're doing is hearting everything, and then you're wondering, what should I do next? Yeah, review that. I don't know how long it's going to take you to review 6,000 some likes, but hey.
I'll have a lot of time after that surgery.
There you go. That's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to use your phone just.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so.
I think that's a good
But
idea.
I thought that's maybe something fun everybody could do is just go on their Ravelry account, look at the very first thing that they ever favored, whoop, there it is.
Yeah, I think
Coffee
I'll go
art
back
cup.
and I don't have 6,000. Usually what I do is just buy the pattern, but
Yeah.
the only good thing about that, I'm noticing that many of these patterns go out of print and then you can't get it, and maybe you liked it and now you can't get it. It's like, what the heck?
Right.
I never understood that. I don't understand what happens to a designer when they take it off and what that reason might be. Hopefully not a bad reason, but it is a mystery to me.
It is. You never know.
Yeah.
So. All right. So, are you knitting anything there, dear?
My
sweater,
that's about
anything
it.
else?
I want to finish that. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So I guess we're going to move on to Don't Tell My Husband.
Shh.
And I have just two little things. I picked up some Sunseeker, which is a cotton. It's got kind of a silvery green. It's green.
Just a little sparkle. It's just enough, not too much.
Just a little sparkle in there. I don't think you can really see it. But I thought, this cotton is great for the easy.
It
it's
is.
such
It really
an easy pattern. this makes a great little something to throw on. Like if you got a jean jacket on, you just want to throw something with it. You know, it's maybe
It's
a little
not
cool.
wintry. Yeah.
And so I think that's what I'm
Because I
gonna
don't
do.
think I have a lot of things for summer wear as far as made.
But you know, you don't really need, when you're outside, you don't really need a knitted piece. But like maybe you go into a restaurant and it's flipping freezing there because they turn the air up for
or
like
the frozen food aisle at the store.
store.
Sometimes it's nice to throw on, for example, a weekender.
Or, you know, if you have something cotton that's just a little throw on, you just throw it on. You know,
You know, do they really want you to shop in that frozen food aisle? Because I am running through that. Grab things, get the frozen pizza, and get out of here. Oh my God, it gets so cold.
Don't let them buy frozen food during the summer. Yeah, at the grocery store is awful.
Yeah.
But restaurants, it's like I mean, I know the people are sweating their butts off back there cooking your food, but hello, we are trying to eat without a fork. Yeah.
Do you eat more when you're cold? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe
because
you drink more to warm yourself up, and then your bill goes up.
I know. Well, let me tell you what I got from the store.
Okay.
Elgin Knitworks is selling these kits. It's called the Lacy Gradient Kit. But what it is a beautiful cowl.
Isn't it so cute? Here, I'll put it out. Dun, dun,
It is adorable.
Isn't it?
Oh, is it adorable? It comes in different colors.
This one's got purple. There was one with lime green.
It's really cute.
I really like
it. It is a knitted, it's mini skeins.
She had like a gray.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you it's $25 for the kit.
And it
so
comes
that
with
might
the
be
pattern.
important. Yeah, the pattern and all the no waste because all the balls are in there.
You know what I love
think
about
that's
these? Like in the
pretty cool.
wintertime, you can do this and like cover up your head a little bit.
Oh,
like if it's
yeah.
like if it's cold outside and you're just running from or maybe misty raining or something like what it does.
But
here
honestly, I think the light weight of this could be a summer cowl.
But for sure, it's super cute.
Doesn't fall off. It's beautiful.
Throw
Very
it
nice.
kinda under your coat.
And there's something about those colors I'm very attracted to. So
Yeah.
lovely. And if anyone's interested, you can just send an email to Betsy, shop@elginknitworks.com, and I'll enter that on the screen so that you can see that. And
There you go.
she'll ship. She will ship them
She
out.
will ship them out.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I guess that's about it for today.
All right, Missy.
We're going to take a little break.
Yes.
So
I think under the circumstances with your surgery, Joyce's travel, I'm going nowhere. Darn it.
she's knitting socks.
Yes. Maybe I gotta go somewhere, sit under a tree
You
somewhere.
can come to my house and knit in front of me and make me feel better.
Oh, I will do that. I will
We can have
visit
some
you.
company.
Okay,
You can sit
I
on
will
the
do
patio.
that. And you know, I think we'll take a little summer break then. Not too long, but I think
Just a
we
couple weeks.
will probably be back in September, beginning of September. And probably the best way to know that when we're coming back with a new release, how about you subscribe and hit the little bell, and then you'll be notified when we have a new episode up and available.
It'll
for
say,
viewing.
"Hey,
Yes.
3
And in the
Black Girls have
meantime, we will do our best to heal, travel, enjoy, and then come back with some more stuff.
Yeah, and believe me, as soon as I can get those fingers rolling, I will be knitting. So Doc said, as soon as you feel up to it, you can
You're
knit.
going to be a hard person to
It's going to be very
to
hard.
stay
I
away
will
from
knit with
me.
my toes if I have to. I've seen people knit that have one arm, no
Well,
no
it's
arm.
amazing what
I mean,
people do
under the
a lot.
armpit.
Yeah.
I will figure it out.
Yes, you will.
I will knit or crochet or something. But
Okay.
well, you know, I'll be back.
Can't wait to see what you knit under the influence.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun. No,
man.
you'll be all better in no time.
In no time.
Okay.
So.
And then if you are at Stitches, stop us. We'll take a picture.
Yeah,
and, that's always
absolutely.
fun to do and
For
see
sure.
who watches us.
All right. So keep on knitting, everybody.
It's good for your health.
Bye.
Bye.
I have 6,800 things in here.
Show on the road. Let's get the show,
Show
on the road.
All right.
Okay.
All right, show on the road. Woo! Okay, it's the middle of summer and I am wearing a hat.
Yeah. Good girl.
Good girl. All righty.
Here's your thing, your
Here's my
appliance.
thing. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.